Part of why we wanted to do this in-law suite build was to enlarge the size of the doors to make them wider. So here I'm framing the door openings finally, and we can squeeze in 32-inch doors. That's several inches wider than the doors that we took out. So I'm kind of excited as I'm framing these in. This is now the bedroom door, or the second room door that's 90 degrees off the bathroom door. Framing that out. Each piece is kind of custom because it's a remodel, and so I'm going slow and making sure I'm getting things correct. And I'm putting back the switch to that second bedroom or second room there, and it turned out that these wires were just long enough to reach the spot where the switch was going to go, the new spot. And I was excited about that, because if that's not possible, then you got to put a box in the ceiling to make the connection to some new wires, and I'm glad I didn't have to do that. So there's the light back on. And I moved the boxes of flooring into the house from the tiny house outside so they could acclimate to the climate. And I'm grateful for those boxes of flooring because they came from my brother's remodel. He remodeled his kitchen, and that's the flooring that's left over, and it's just enough for my bathroom. So here I'm pulling out the final section of ceiling that isn't at the same height as the new construction of the bathroom. It's old ceiling that I'm pulling out, and it is a mess. There's old insulation, there's animal excrement that's coming down from the ceiling. It is not fun. I had my respirator on the whole time. I tried to clean as I went, but I'm getting sick of the pulling out of the old things and all of the cleaning up that goes along with it. Then I finally got around to laying out where everything was going to go in the bathroom, and the vanity, when I realized where it was going, there's a medicine cabinet that's reset into the wall that has to go centered over the vanity. So I had to move that stud and place a stud on either side of the vanity so that the medicine cabinet could be let in. Here's the hole for the toilet flange that I was really looking forward to putting in there. And as we transition to plumbing, let me ask, what the heck is this? Can somebody who knows tell me why a vent would be installed this way with a J-trap at the bottom? I'm gonna fix this, I certainly hope. I'll put a vent back in, obviously, but first I'm gonna plumb where the toilet waste is coming from. It's on a 4-inch line, which seems excessive to me, but I'm gonna put back what was already there. And then the vent that goes through the roof of the house needs to be rerouted, and so I'm doing that. It's gonna come up through the floor there. I'm attaching to the old plumbing vent there. And then I'm gonna go over and pick up the drain from the vanity sink. And I'm short a couple of fittings, so I'm gonna transition to supply lines. This is my first experience working with PEX here, so you can go ahead and let me know what you think of this situation. But I'm connecting lines, new lines to old lines. So some new lines to go up to the vanity sink, and then also branching off to connect with the old lines from the tub shower. And this is easy to work with. I have the crimping tool and the connectors, and I kind of liked what that was like. So here's the supply lines going up through the floor, and that's what I ended up with. And here's what it looks like coming into the new bathroom. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.